Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to our soon-to-be flying fortress, Pretzel, and our new Sonic lookalike, Hedge. Today we are going to be sorting out Pretzel's back and making a small stone fortress with the help of our new Doedicurus, and we may be venturing forth into the frozen wastes if we have enough time to actually start preparations to build a little base in the, well, as I said, in the snowy wastes, due to I really do want to have a base in every climate. I want a swamp base, an island base, and, well, the very centre of the map. We have two of these done. Let's see if we can make a third. So let's go ahead and grab our little Doedicurus. Yoink. And let's go off to somewhere with a lot of stone, because I want to use as much stone as possible in the building. I'm also going to go ahead and deposit our gun, which is sadly broke. I actually made some more sniper rounds, but it turns out the durability of these guns, just like all the other guns, is ridiculously low, so it broke in mere seconds of me testing it. Which was rather a shame, honestly, so you stay there, and what we're going to do is just deposit our stuff in our little storage here, ignoring the raptors in the background, and we're going to go ahead and grab our fur coats and stuff since we will be going north soon. I don't really want to just be left here. I'll also grab the flint for good measure, along with the spark powder. We can store it all in our lovely bird. Well, our flying reptile anyway. There we are. I've actually been hunting with it quite a bit. I have underestimated the ability of this thing to do damage. Although it's not very high for its size, it actually isn't too bad. It's been killing things left and right, as you can see. The amount of meat it's managed to collect during its leveling process has actually been remarkably good. Is there anything else I want to bring? The spark powder will be able to make gunpowder while we're there, since we need the spark powder plus charcoal, and of course we will be making a campfire once we get there. I guess bringing the keratin wouldn't hurt. And do I have anything else left here I actually care about? That's a good question. Not really, no. Okay then. Now, do I build now, or shall I go straight to the frozen wastes and start building whilst I'm there? You know what? Let's make it a little bit harder on ourselves, and let's go to the frozen wastes. Let's do some building there in the more troubling area, honestly, of the map. Hedge, stay. So I can grab you easier. It was a hard choice to either bring Hedge or one of the Ankylos. Of course, Ankylo's great for getting metal, but I think I'll bring Hedge because of how much stone material I do want to make. If I build a fortress in the frozen tundra, then I'll probably want it to be built out of stone. It just seems more cool. The beautiful snow-covered mountains. Here we are already. Now, on the way, I actually managed to get quite a nice purple supply drop, which is a very rare thing indeed, since normally purple supply drops are pretty darn poor. But we got an apprentice Pteranodon saddle, which will give 40 armor to the next Pteranodon we tame. And although the crafting requirements are ridiculous, because they are such easy to obtain resources, it really isn't too difficult. Well, now we're here, what I've decided to do is we're going to build our first little locale at the very top near the beacon, because of the huge amount of metal there. So we'll just stop here if this is safe to stop. There we go. And we'll collect some wood, fibre and thatch before we go to the stone and metal area. Hey, well done, you leveled. We should also get some berries for our little pet, which I've just realised I haven't actually fed since I've tamed it. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, that should be enough. We've harvested a lot of trees nearby, and I've just fed our little pet Hedge, so everything should be pretty darn good. And the snow has started. Very pretty, must be said. Also, a lot better, there we go. A lot better performance around here due to the lack of lakes and such and no fish. So very happy about that. I've also noticed there's a lot less hostile animals here now. Perhaps it's because of how I restarted the wild animals that they've spawned here properly. I did just see a stag somewhere nearby and a mammoth or two. There you go, there's the stag. Then some mammoths. So that's pretty darn cool. Getting a mammoth would probably be one of the first things I'll look into if I do make a permanent base nearby, because of course they're perfect for harvesting both berries and wood. There's so much metal up here. It'd be absolutely fantastic for starting everything up. Okay, just drop the little doe wherever I want to drop him. There we go, Hedge, you can stay there. And I will drop myself off here. Fantastic. So what have we got then? Lots of wood, lots of flint, spark powder, fibre, thatch, everything a growing adventurer who happens to look like a hobo Santa would possibly need. Fantastic. What I really want though is it's a delicious, wonderful, ta-da, campfire, which I should have all the resources for already. Did I just put stone in here? No, I don't actually have any stone at all. But you do, because you were harvesting by yourself a minute ago. I saw you doing it. And you've already ate all the berries I've gave you. Wow, you were hungry. So how much do I need then? 2 more wood. Okay, just grab wood then from Pretzel. I must say, the snow effect and everything is lovely up here. Very glad I came up here. Also in 60 FPS, which is absolutely glorious. Must be said. One day this game won't mind being recorded, and on that day, we will all rejoice. I do want some charcoal, so I'll burn wood. And that way I can make some cooked meat for myself, as Pretzel has all the food he could possibly need. Sorry, she could need, as she's showing us by defecating all the darn time. So what do we want then on the back of Pretzel? On the back of Pretzel, it's probably going to be quite simple, because it's not really a huge platform, and making it too big would look silly. We're probably going to have a couple of stone bases at the back, holding maybe a weapon system, possibly. At least one storage box or something, and then at least one smithy. Up here, however, well, with all the metal around here, this could be our new metal base, honestly. It's ridiculously good, and nothing spawns up here scary, so I think we need pretty much everything. So let's have a quick look-see. If I were to start making things out of stone... Oh, did I not learn all the stone stuff? Am I going to need to go ahead and drink one of those darn potions again? I think I might have to. No, we'll be fine. Although I can't make the ceilings and such, we weren't actually going to do that just yet anyway, and I am remarkably close to leveling. So next time I level, I'll simply get all the stone stuff. I was sure I learnt that, but apparently I spent it on more important things, like ballista turrets and such. So we have the regular walls and we have the foundations, that's absolutely fine. We'll make some stuff out of wood to compensate, and then as soon as we level, we'll upgrade them. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, so how much is the foundation piece then? Stone, 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 where are you? There we are, stone foundation, stone wall. 80 stone, 40... Okay, that's not too bad at all. Let's start making some of this already and putting it down on the floor. Haha! As soon as we got the stone out of him, he's instantly automatically collecting again. That's wonderful. I do love how they do that if they're close by to rocks. Okay, give me the wood. Do we need fibre? No, we need thatch. Okay, I don't need fibre at all. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. 3 of those. I'm guessing we need more stone after that. Yes, we do. Just grab the stuff we just threw on the floor. I love how it goes into the snow, because the snow is there. It's not just on the floor. That should be enough for a small little locale. I wonder... Oh yeah, my legs are actually sinking in. That's fantastic. Put that there. Where shall I put this? How about over here looking over the ocean? That would be kind of nice. And would stop me from falling off if I were to wall it off as well. So that'd probably be a great idea, actually. For more than this one reason. Also, we could have it all nice and snugly here. Or we could build it more... Or we could build it closer to the actual spawning piece. Although if you ever do need to spawn anything in here, that would be a nightmare. I guess you can't build on top of this. No, I would imagine that would be a little bit silly. Here. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Not very big, but if we build like this, we should be able to have it too wide there, and that'll be the most narrow section. Like that. They wall off the back here. And that should be just fine. Yeah, and just carry on like that. Okay, that seems reasonable to me. Let's make some more of that, and we will be right back. Well, we've just had one more shipment of lumber, courtesy of our lovely flying friend over there, and I've decided to up the experience gain slightly. As it turns out, it had actually reset from one of the recent patches, so instead of putting it back up to three times, we are putting it up to 4 times, a very minor increase indeed. Now, we have built this a little bit too close to the rock. I mean, I've done this in the past, and I really should have known better. However, I actually really like it. So once we add the wooden ceiling to make our next floor, I'm going to just have the hatch piece here to allow the ladders down, and that's going to look really nice in my opinion. It was one of those matters of, I could very easily just remove this segment and keep it as it is, but I actually really like it, so that's awesome. Am I just missing stone? Excellent. So we're getting nice and close now anyway, and we're getting ever closer to our next level. By the time this is all finished, wow. You would have got like full stone, that's fantastic. And I just fed you more. Would you like even more berries? Here we go. But yeah, once it's all sorted out and we have our forge and everything, I should hopefully have leveled. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit per piece built, and then we're going to be doing a bit of hunting later, as we're going to be after dire wolves and all sorts of other things. So yay for experience, along with making some narcotics, which of course give you a ridiculous amount of experience. Not long left, and we'll have our first floor. There we are, the very basic box is done. Now let's sort out the inside. So obviously what we want mostly is the forge, which honestly is very cheap other than a hell of a lot of stone. So it's a good job we brought a certain animal that can harvest stone at a rapid rate, really, isn't it? I also like the fact we have some bushes up here, which means we can actually constantly harvest food for the poor thing. So you should have hide though. Yeah, you have loads of hide. Fantastic, wonderful, and magnificent. We want several of these, honestly. We don't want just one, we want several forges. I'm also getting really close to leveling up now, which is great. More stone, please. That gives you a lot of experience. That's fantastic. Okay, let's grab the stone and make it in our inventory, then we'll just get some more stone and make it again. I know I can harvest the metal nodes here as well for stone, but I think that would be a bit wasteful. There we are, let's increase your health. I'll be taking your stone, thank you very much. Making 2 more, making 3 more. How much do these things actually weigh? That's a good question. They only weigh 8, so at least the weight's going down as we make all this. Oh, am I out of some other resource? It seems like I am. What am I out of? Oh, of course. The stone goes into its inventory, not mine. I think that'll be enough forges. How much experience did they give me? So we're about 2,000 off, is that correct? Yeah, we're about 2,000 off, not far at all. Oop, that scared me. Automatically destroying stuff. Okay, let's put the forges in. So the next thing we need up here is an ankylo. Now that's actually going to be really easy, since we can actually bring one up here manually using our little tiny animal known as Pretzel. You can just grab a wild one, bring it up here, and then we can instantly do that. Okay, there we are. So from now on, we should have no more metal issues. And particularly with such a huge animal being able to ferry such gigantic amounts of stuff from one place to another, this is going to be wonderful. I want to place my last one, but we have no space. Now I feel upset and stuff. Okay, so what's next? Next, ooh, shiny blue light. Oh, that's nice. Even in the night, we're actually going to be illuminated here naturally. That's actually fantastic. A lot of charcoal, wonderful. Okay, so next I need several mortar and pestles, which were literally just there then, which require, wait for it, stone. Okay, to make a couple of those as well, then we can start making ourselves some narcotics and cementing paste and all sorts of good stuff. I do dislike how much we have to eat while we're up here because of the whole, you know, cold equals starving thing. That is a little bit annoying, it must be said. How's your food doing? Absolutely fine, considering we're still regenerating stuff. Yeah, 5 of those is more than enough. So where do I want to put this, though? Should we put this on the bottom as well? So we have all the crafting on the bottom, then we can have the storage on the top. I think that would make some sense, since we can't make a basement. Otherwise, honestly, I'd make the basement the storage locale. At some point, we do need to build, like, off the side of a cliff or something, so we can actually build downwards a little. There we are. The whole Lathrixian Empire will be supplied by this tiny little, well, stone shack in the middle of a frozen wasteland. I think that's fairly fitting, honestly. So what's next then? What do we need to build next? Well, some wooden ramps would be cool, so we can actually get up and down here. So let's make that now. So let's go straight into wood, and we want the wooden ramp. Where are you? Ooh. Do we want some wooden spike walls? They're cheap and would ensure that nothing's going to get up here. I think I will do, actually. That does sound like a rather good idea, all things considered. There we are, number 8 for that. There we go, fantastic. Now, do I wait until I've leveled? Yeah, I think I'll wait until I've leveled and do this. So, what I'll quickly do is just build a big stockpile of stone materials, such as doors, well, not doors, well, foundations and such like that until I level up, and then we will continue with our build. Oh, look what I found! A female of the deer species whose name I can't pronounce, and apparently a Rex. But yay! So the females do exist. That's wonderful. The last time I was playing, they actually weren't added to the game yet, and apparently this grass is not harvestable. I'm actually down here because we've managed to run out of fibre. I can't believe it. We had like 500, and yet we've managed to run out. It turns out, for the most part, bushes are actually quite sparse around here, as you might be able to imagine. There we are. Because I've decided what we're going to do is simply make loads of wooden spikes, because, well, although they're nowhere near as good as metal spikes, they are A, very, very easy to make as long as you have enough fibre, and B, still fairly effective against more of these smaller creatures, although things like Rexes and Mammoths tend to destroy it quite easily, but Mammoths won't attack you unless you attack them, and Rexes, well, hopefully simply won't get up there. So I'll just continue to do this for a little while. Just hide and woods, that's fairly easy at least. How close am I to leveling now? Oh, ridiculously close. Only 1,000 left until we level. And the snow picks up again. That wind actually makes a horrible noise. Get away from that doe, you fiend! Wow, is that a pure black Rex? Wow, that's actually gorgeous, but still! You will be defeated by the Titan of the Skies. Did I mention that I vastly, vastly underestimated the sheer power of this creature? Pretzel is powerful, that's all you need to know. Nothing of interest. Okay, let's increase its melee damage further. No, let's increase its weight, actually. Make it a bit better at that. So, did you just auto-loot this, or...? No, you didn't. We got a Rex Bone helmet. That's fantastic. We got some arrows, and we got some berries. I'll take all of those. Thank you very much. Wait, did that level up me as well? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm going to increase my... If you increase your hunger, does it mean you get more out of food? I actually don't know. I'll have to look that up. And I probably should have, you know, looked it up before leveling. But oh well. Okay, so we need the wooden hatch frame, so I didn't have that before. We need the dinosaur gate later. But for now, we just need all of the stone stuff, which I assume is a little bit further down. We also want the sloped walls. Oh yeah, bug repellent. We do want that as well later on, but right now, stone is best. We need to start sort this stuff out. I want the door frame. Definitely want that. I also want the trophy base. Oh, I have trophies now as well. Oh, I want that as well. There's so much stuff I want. That's fantastic, though, because it means there's more reason for me to level. Don't really care all that much about the stone ceilings, because I don't think I'm ever going to use that. Stone window frame, I do want that. Then the reinforced stone door I do want. Well, no, what's it called? Reinforced wooden door? Oh, but I also want the poison grenade! Even if it only affects... Oh no, it only affects humans! I thought it affected animals. Well, clearly I don't want that then after all. Where is the door? There's the door, that's nice and cheap. Is there anything else I really want stone-wise? The pillar, I suppose. We could get the pillar and call it a day for the stone stuff then. Or we could get the trophy base. I think for now we'll get the trophy base, because that sounds awesome. I don't know what counts as a trophy. I mean, don't like Rex arms and stuff count as trophies? Because that's what you present to the thing. This trophy, yeah, I mean, well, might as well get those then. They're a bit heavy and I'm already way too overburdened. That's because I didn't have enough fibre to finish off building what I was building, so I've got loads of wooden stuff in my inventory, which isn't great. Also, 23 wooden spiked walls now, also I'm stuck. I can't jump because I'm too heavy and I'm stuck in the Tyrannosaurus. Please let me out. No, I'm just stuck in general. Okay then. There we go. Let's make these last spiked walls, then we'll get back up to the top and place them and sort everything else out. Well, stop following, that just makes you really derpy. Even more so than usual. That feels like if I miss this I'm going to die. Okay, you can follow me, let's get back to the top. I've been surveying the land and I've noticed two very cool things. Number one, it will be very difficult for any animal to actually get up here anyway, so the addition of wooden and perhaps in the future metal spikes should deter pretty much any predator from actually getting to the top of the mountain. And second of all, this area over here is actually quite a sheer, well, it's very vertical, which means we could possibly build our first ever elevator here for getting the larger animals such as the mammoth and such up and down. Although of course we do have Pretzel here to actually do that, it would be easier to not have to use this bird every single time. This flying reptile rather. Also, in the future, I'm definitely getting more of these, because, well, they are easily my new favourite mount, and I say that about every new dinosaur and every new animal, but honestly speaking, it does seem like ARK knows just how to make really good animals. So, what we're going to do is, very, very quickly, go ahead and place the spiked walls pretty much everywhere, then we're going to add the new hatch frame on the top, as I should have enough materials. And if not, I'll just add them later. So, where do I actually need to place them? Can you place the spiked walls in the back of the... Pretzel, come here for a second. Can you actually build the spikes on these things' mount? That would be fantastic, on their saddles rather. Be a bit odd as well, I don't really see the point, but it's cool nonetheless. It's a cool concept, perhaps like aerial combat by simply ramming into other birds. You know, now I've said that, I actually really want this thing here. The problem is it'll hurt me every time I walk into it, and I'm going to walk into it constantly, because I know what I'm like. Okay, let's land. Let's figure out some decent placements for these spikes. Honestly speaking, we could add a gate here, but then have spikes just defending this area here so they can't get through. I mean, honestly, there's going to be no way through this way without the use of a flying animal anyway, so... let's just put spikes down here. I mean, we have excess, so putting them in efficient places isn't exactly a necessity. So let's just put down our spiked defences here, here, and here. Another good thing with building up here with all this metal and everything, it does mean that we're going to have a lot of ammo. We're going to have so much metal and so much gunpowder being produced from up here. We can very easily actually have an auto turret on our lovely pet's saddle, so we can finally have a fully automated defence thing. I do love wooden spikes. I don't know what it is about them. They just have this lovely kind of old style of fortress, which I love, like an old Motte and Bailey kind of style of wooden fortress. Even if they did go mouldy and had all sorts of issues, they were very simple and very cool. Let's put this here, and then let's add one more at the back for safekeeping. There we are. That looks wonderful. This is going to be the most protected area of all time, and then we could even set up auto turrets around the perimeter. Now, I could set up some plant species X, but getting water up here would be a nightmare. Okay, there's no need to armour up down here, although we could armour up the top there in case a flyer came by, because I did see some Argent Avis very close by, and although they tend not to attack out of the blue, we could just have them there because we do have 17 spare, so what would be the harm? Yeah, no real need over here as well, but once again, we have them spare, why not? If I destroy that crystal, will I be able to place that there? Give me your crystal, even though I have absolutely no need for it right now, because I have hundreds back here at the base, and there's a million little harvest nodes around here. About there. There we are. And then we just armor up this area as well, because, once again, why not? Also, it provides a really painful kind of fence, so we don't end up falling to our death. I mean, what's preferable? Oh god, a really sharp spike in the leg, or falling. Actually, I can't even jump up there, and it's really sketchy trying to do so. Or falling down there. You know, I think I would rather have the spike, as excruciating as that would be. So let's just finish off doing this, and then we'll start doing our last touches to the first building we're building up here. A lovely advantage of being this high, we can see all of the supply drops, and I found a load of obsidian. There's one node here, then loads just down there, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is the last area I'm going to just put a couple of spikes on. There really isn't any need, to be perfectly honest, but once again, we have the spare spikes, so why not? And there's no space elsewhere, so this area is also off bounds for any birdies who really want to land here. I'm very sorry to the birdies. Perhaps one day we'll come up here and I'll feel really bad because there'll be a random dead Argentavis. Is this metal? Wow, there's so much metal up here. There's hundreds of... I would say there's at least 30 nodes up here, which is not exactly a bad thing. And last one there. Okay, let's see how all this looks. Nothing says home like giant spiky barricades. Or at least that's what my mother used to tell me. I actually really like that, to be honest. It's crude, it's defensive, it makes me feel just that little bit more safe in our little haven here. Okay, so, what do we want next? Well, we want the smithy, which I actually want on the bottom now I think about it. Could we break this wall and make this any further back? We probably could, I'd imagine. Also, we need some more meat on the fire, because I'm currently starving to death. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll make ourselves a smithy, which takes just resources we've already got anyway, and then we'll be right back. That supply drop is very close. So, it seems like the answer is yes, we can definitely extend the back here. So let's do that in just a second. We have our hatch frame, and we have a couple of ladders. So let's put this... I actually want it here, honestly, as I want it going against the rock backdrop. Let's just drop down if we can. And... oh! Ah, but then it wouldn't be able to simply go through there, would we? Can we seriously not put it on its side? Can it only go on... really, game? There we go. That was really difficult to play, so there we go. That's nice. I like that. That makes me happy. So let's destroy this wall. Coming down, and then we'll destroy this wall as well. And then the smithy will go here. So we just need to make one more. Where are you? Up we get. Stone, 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 stone. We need the foundation piece. Then all we need is the walls as well, so the last thing then is crafting and the smithy. Which means we can also start making some tranquilizing darts while we're up here, which would be good against the Argentavis, which are pretty much everywhere at the moment. Oh, we actually need a little bit of metal. Oh, if only there was somewhere around here which had a supply of metal. Or we could be even lazier than that, and get the metal we brought with us. Ha ha ha! Victory for the people who plan ahead. Winged Death descends from the mountains in order to hunt its most fearsome prey, the T-Rex, and apparently an Argentavis that's got in the way. Sorry, Argentavis, you really wasn't the target there, but you did give me a level, so thank you very much. It turns out I actually need a lot more wood. I didn't have anywhere near enough lumber in my backpack. Wow, this must be a really high level. It's taking almost no damage. Only now is it bleeding. You can't defeat me. I am the ruler of the skies, and soon I too will be the ruler of the earth. Actually, I kind of am with Angron, to be perfectly honest, but still. I'm actually tempted to upgrade this thing's melee damage more. I mean, it's not exactly a bad hunter. It's got so much health by default, and this was a really low level. I mean, I'm definitely going to try and tame a higher level now that we have basically a sky platform in the form of the first. Level 108, defeated. Okay, you definitely deserve a melee damage, and in fact you've leveled twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5 times. That was... oh wow, that was unbelievable. And there's another level, because why not? We must have been so close. Sure, why not? Here's some more melee damage, you lovely beastie, you. I'm sorry, Rexes, but you really don't rule this area anymore. Oops, shouldn't have landed. Out of stamina, that's good. So we just stay here for a second, we'll just take a few hits, sadly, to the face. Do I have any stim berries? See, I just let them get a few hits. Doesn't scare me, and then of course we could just stay in the air and do this, and then we'll regain some stamina while we wait. And we'll shoot down some arrows as well, because why not? Yay, I hit the target, well done me. To be fair, it's not exactly easy to miss with both of them in that little maelstrom of fighting. Yay, we killed the Argentavis! Haha, experience for me! Though it does turn out that when you kill animals on the back of another animal, you actually do get some experience anyway. I didn't realise you got any, to be honest. I was always confused about that. There we go. Almost leveled. Well, that's... Oh, look, and there's an ankylo. We'll grab that and bring it up with us when we get back up there. There is a saber-tooth guarding it, so we'll quickly kill the saber, then we'll collect some wood, and then we will bring the ankylo with us, so as soon as we start making some narcotics, we can, well, tame the poor little thing. More melee damage, or more... I think, honestly, just more weight and more health. Some speed would be good as well. I want to upgrade everything on this thing. I definitely need to level up a higher level one. But of course, our little pretzel will always be our main one, since, well, pretzel's awesome. Aren't you, pretzel? How many more of these do I need? I already have 2, so I need 3, 4, 5... I need 4 more? Yeah, that makes sense, right? Right, guys? Right? We even managed to get a little bit of metal. There we are, let's grab the ankylo. What level are you? Oh, it just showed me for a few seconds. We're really heavy right now, our speed has been very impaired. But like I was saying, we even managed to get a fair bit of metal then, because I needed a little bit more stone. Our smithy just needs stone and metal now. And of course we have the metal, we have the stone in abundance in this little island. Well, I guess the whole of ARK is an island, but in this little base, headquarters, secret location, secret evil lair, mountaintop evil lair, I guess it is really, but still. And jumping down now, and we'll give you the stone and the metal. And the vast amounts of wood we got, which we just need to burn. Where did the ankylo go? I just saw it wandering around. Hello, buddy. I hope you don't walk into the walls and hurt yourself. That would be a really bad thing, actually. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think. Okay, well, let's just put all this in one of them so it's easier for me to remember. Burn away! And we'll get some more charcoal, of course, which we want at the moment. We could be burning spark powder, which is definitely the better option. But, oh no, we can't put it here. Oh, we can put it there, though. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's no issue. Well, actually, it's probably better looking because of where the stairs are at the moment, for ladders rather, so that's not an issue at all. And we have 7, because we overmade it by 1 by mistake. It's another one of those where I can't build. Oh, that's wonderful. This whole thing's going to be just riddled with that, and I actually don't mind. I think it looks... It makes it look like one of those really old cabins that have been built into the side of mountains, and over time, the stone and such has kind of eroded back. The problem is, I would really love if we could add a ceiling to the top here. If we can't make a ceiling, I'm going to be a little bit upset. Not terribly so, but at least we've learned a valuable lesson about planning ahead, and I'm sure many people watching can learn that and better their lives because of it. Excellent! Oh, that looks so cool! Oh, that looks so cool! You see, I really like it. I actually really like it. So I'm perfectly fine with that. So I need a little bit more stone. We'll go and grab that ourselves rather than bothering Hedge. Just use the axe. There we go. 5 metal. Come on, there's a little bit more metal. We have all the spoiled meat we're ever going to need to make narcotics. The problem is we don't really have an easy way to get berries because this place is quite barren, so even if we did have a mammoth right now, gathering berries would be a little bit difficult. So it's going to be a bit of a task to get the narcos, but with the increased harvest amount we have and such, it's not too bad. So actually, to address some of that kind of stuff, because I know some people are going to ask me why have I increased experience and stuff by so much just recently. And it's because I'm at the stage now of ARK where I've done pretty much everything once. It's already happened, I've already done it. And I'm just doing the same things in different formats, and as much as I really do love it, because trust me, this game has a special place in my heart. Oh no, it doesn't fit. How about if we twisted it? How about if we twisted it? Seriously though, we can't... It doesn't even let me try and place it. Oh, that's a shame. Is it because of that stone there? No, that's... I mean, we could put it there, but that's really crowded, and I don't like that, and that doesn't make me happy inside like the other things do. We could destroy these and just put it in the corner. Okay, we're going to lose a forge. That's really freaking annoying. Forward planning is a beautiful thing and something that we really do need to learn. So as I was saying, yeah, so I love this game to bits, I really do, but once you've got to the stage I have, you do need to take some liberty with how you game, and basically I have two options: heavy modding, which can cause some serious issues as it did recently, or having just the ease of the more grindy elements made a little bit easier. I mean, we could destroy another one and have it nice and flat there. We could always put forges upstairs. 3 forges is plenty, plus I'm sure we can actually put a forge there. Okay, so we're not really going to lose a forge, we're just moving it, is what I'll tell myself to help myself sleep at night. There we are, we've got our smithy in the cost of a freaking forge, which is mumble, mutter, mumble. Is that under crafting? Oh, there we go, can make one straight away. Okay, let's put it back, and if this doesn't go back there, I'm going to be really annoyed now. Yay, it can go back there. We can't really put 2 here, but I like having that little space there, though, so we're going to put this one like that. There we are, that seems reasonable to me. And, oh, we could have had a cooking pot here instead. That'd be cool. Be a little crafting shed. Okay, well, I'm afraid, though, I am all out of time right now. Next time, we'll probably be upgrading our lovely pretzels, a lovely, rather large backpack, and we will be upgrading our little fortress here, along with taming this beautiful little ankylo. Unless I just do it off camera, honestly, as it wouldn't exactly be too difficult to make a few trank arrows, since we already have enough to make 2. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode and are enjoying ARK as a series, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that ARK Survival Evolved is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.